The Beatles have taken home awards in music in pretty much every category you can think of. The question this week is whether or not the Beatles should have won a Nobel Peace Prize in medicine. What's up, guys? Welcome to Ability Science Beats. What Ability Science Beats is I found it really difficult to find the time right now. Specifically, this is my residency application season, so I'm filling out applications and trying to complete ERAS, and also just had an article accepted for publication in the PM&R journal that needed some things wrapped up. So it's been really difficult to shoot, edit, and post the vlog and do all that kind of stuff, but we wanted to keep some new content coming, and so came up with the idea for Ability Science Beats. What it is little short tiny videos that give you a little bit of information that we encountered in the hospital, found something interesting, kind of leading up to the vlogs. Is like a continuation of that kind of stuff. So we're gonna try this out for a little bit and see how you guys like it. And this first, video, this first one in the series is kind of a little bit medically related, but it's also a little bit music related. And I wanted to dedicate this video to my friend Justin Rizzo. Been one of my friends for a really long time. This guy absolutely loves the Beatles. And a while ago, Justin actually asked me to do an ability science video talking about mucus. Not really my cup of tea. Justin, I'll call you in a little bit. We can have a conversation about mucus. But right now, I thought it would be an interesting thing to talk about something that maybe I can teach you about the Beatles for once in your life. Maybe you already knew this, probably. I don't know. But it's interesting nonetheless. And so today's question that we're about to tackle is whether or not the Beatles deserve to win a Nobel Prize in medicine. And some of you may be thinking, why, Mike, would that even be a possibility? And so let me give you some background information. So there was a company called EMI, which stands for Electrical and Musical Industries. And essentially, EMI was kind of a jack of all trades. They did a little bit of musical production and ownership. They also did some research. They were an industrial research company, so they did some research on computers and things like that. And they actually had a person who worked for them. He was a researcher, and his name was Godfrey Hounsfield. And he worked for them for many years in their research department. And unfortunately, in around 1962, EMI decided to kind of cut ties with the research end of things because it wasn't profitable. And so they sold that end of the company off. And what they did in exchange for that was they kept in touch with and kept working with some independent researchers, and they would fund them because the record label side of things was doing pretty well. And at around that same time, around 1962, where they disbanded the whole research arm of things, they signed a band by the name of the Beatles. Some of you may know them. Beatles, obviously, the rest is kind of history as far as like what's going to happen. The Beatles, catapult into the stratosphere. They're amazingly successful. They sell tons and tons of records. And the record sales actually funnel into EMI. And they're able to then use that money to distribute out and pay people, independent researchers like Godfrey Hounsfield. It so happens that Godfrey Hounsfield then develops the CT scanner in 1972 and wins the Nobel Peace Prize in medicine. So you be the judge. I mean, technically, if it wasn't for the Beatles, the money would have never gotten to Hounsfield. Hounsfield would have never developed the CT scanner, and the CT scanner changed the way we practice medicine across the boards. We still use medicine right now. I just came from a neuro rotation. I'm in a radiology rotation. CT scanner is the first line of defense when someone comes in with a potential stroke, when they come in with head injuries. They're quick, they're fast, they give us information that we need to make judgment calls. So technically, the Beatles changed the face of medicine, and they also technically funded someone who won a Nobel Peace Prize. So technically, I don't know if we could say that they won a Nobel Peace Prize, but they certainly had a part. And I thought that was really cool, little piece of medical history and musical history. So cheers to you, Justin, and the Beatles for improving medical technologies. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful and you like these Ability Science Beats. We'll keep more coming. The only way that we know whether or not you guys like this content is if you like, subscribe, comment, and share this stuff. Otherwise, we have no idea. I get messages from people all the time that are like, I love your vlogs, but yet we have no like comments, nothing, like no one's talking about it. So I don't even know, I know people are watching it, but we got to hear some feedback from you guys so that we know what you like, what you don't, what you find interesting, so that we can keep those things going. So hopefully you guys found this interesting, and have a good rest of your week, good rest of your night, and we'll see you guys again real soon with some Ability Science Beats and the new vlog and the podcast, and everything is coming at you real soon. So stay tuned, and we'll see you guys then. But until then, have a good night.